morning, students. Welcome to the maths class. If you look around you, you see so many things around you. Like in your house only, window is there, doors are there, there may be wall clock on the wall, tables are there, bed is there. When you go to the kitchen, you find so many things. So are all the things of the same shape? All the things which you see around you, are all the things of the same shape? No, all the things are not of the same shape. They all are of different shapes. Certain things are round, something is square, something is rectangle, something is a triangle. So what are these? Circle, square, rectangle, triangle. What are these? These are different shapes. Okay, these are different shapes. So today I am going to start the chapter geometry. Now first you must understand the meaning of the word geometry. What does it mean? Because it is a new word for you. So you must understand the meaning of the word geometry first. Geometry is a part of mathematics only. It studies the size, shape, position, dimensions of things. Okay. So geometry is a part of mathematics only. Now the shapes which I named, squares, circles, triangles, rectangles, these are some of the simplest shapes in geometry. Okay, these are some of the simplest shapes. So today I will start the lesson geometry, and in geometry first we will study about the plane shapes. Plane shapes, that is two-dimensional shapes. Now any shape that can be laid flat on a piece of paper or any mathematical plane is a 2D shape. Okay, when you start making a drawing, you start with basic shapes only, like making a square, making a triangle, making circle. Okay, so you will find these 2D shapes in the world all around you. If you look around, you will find these shapes everywhere. Okay, you will find these shapes all around you. Some examples, as I told you, rectangle, triangle, square, etc. Now 2D means two dimensions. 2D means two-dimensional shapes. A 2D shape is any shape that has two dimensions. Okay, that has two dimensions is a 2D shape. D stands for dimensions. Now, what is dimension? What do you mean by dimension? Suppose just take a line. Line it either moves forward or it goes backward. So okay, so just imagine if you have only one dimension to work. That means you could only move forward or you could only move backwards in a line. Line is always one dimensional. Okay, so straight line it's always one dimensional. So okay, so if it is a line, you can only move forward or you can only move backward. But if we had two dimensions, on the other hand, we could go forward and we could go backwards in a line and then turn in any direction to start a new line. Okay, if we have two directions, then first we can move forward and backward in one line and then we can turn towards any side in any direction to start a new line. Okay, जैसे one dimension line में तो बस आगे जा सकते हैं, पीछे जा सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर दो डायमेंशन है, दो साइड से दो डायमेंशन है, तो हम पहले एक लाइन में आगे जा सकते हैं, पीछे आ सकते हैं, फिर उस लाइन से हम किसी भी डायरेक्शन में लेफ्ट राइट कहीं भी टर्न करके एक और नई लाइन स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. सो इट मीन्स दैट वी आर एबल टू travel anywhere on a flat surface. Two-dimensional shapes are the shapes that can be laid flat on a piece of paper or any plane, any table, any plane, on the floor, on any table. Okay. So if we have two dimensions, then we can move in any direction. We can move in other direction. Okay. So that means a plane is one example of two-dimensional shape, because plane, it has two sides. A plane, that means if you see a paper also, अगर आप एक paper भी देखोगे तो paper is flat. Okay. So two-dimensional shape, that means having two sides. So we will start with two-dimensional shapes first. Now see this picture. In this picture, you will find different shapes. You will find a square, you will find rectangle, you will find triangle, you will find a circle. These are the four basic two-dimensional shapes. These are the four main two-dimensional shapes. Okay. Again, I am telling you, फिर से मैं बताती हूँ, two-dimensional shapes are the shapes that can be put flat on any plane surface. So square, rectangle, triangle and circle. These are the four basic plane shapes, two-dimensional. Apart from these, any shape that can be put flat on a plane surface is a two-dimensional shape. So first, we will learn about these four basic shapes, that is square, rectangle, triangle and circle. Now the first figure which you see on the page is a rectangle. Rectangle, square, triangle, circle, these are the names given to these plane shapes. These are the names given to these two-dimensional shapes. Now in this figure, you can see that this shape has four sides. Okay, four lines are there. A to B, then B to C, C to D and D to A. So it has four lines. Now, are all the sides of a rectangle equal? You can see the shape. Are all the sides equal? No. You will find that two opposite sides are equal. That means जो दो सामने सामने की sides है, they are equal. Okay. So in a rectangle, there are four sides and the two opposite sides are equal. In a rectangle, there are four sides and the two opposite sides are equal in a rectangle. Okay, opposite sides are equal. You can see the sides AB and CD. The lines AB and CD are of same length, and line BC and AD are of different length. So in a rectangle, there are four sides. A rectangle has four sides, and you can see that all these four lines, the two lines meet at one point. Okay, like line AB and line BC, they meet at point B. Then line BC and line CD meet at point C. Then line CD and line DA meet at point D, and line DA and AB meet at point A. So a rectangle has four sides and four corners. A, B, C and D are four corners. Okay, and opposite sides in a rectangle are equal. Opposite sides are of the same length. So in this, AB and CD are of same length. Okay. So are all sides of a rectangle equal? No. Opposite sides of rectangle are equal. Now name an object which represents a rectangle. So any plain surface, like one side of your book, its shape is rectangle only. So this is an example of rectangle shape. Now the next shape is a square. Now what is the difference between a square and a rectangle? In a rectangle also there are 4 sides, and in a square also there are 4 sides. Okay, you can see that in a rectangle as well as in a square, both have got 4 sides. Now what is the difference between a rectangle and a square? Now in square you will see that the 4 lines that is PQ, QR, RS and SP. All the 4 lines are of same length. All the 4 lines are equal in length. Okay? And in square also the lines, 2 lines meet at one point. P, Q and QR. These 2 lines meet at the point Q. Then lines QR and RS meet at point R. Then line RS and SP meet at point S, and line SP and PQ meet at point P. Okay. So a square also has 4 sides, but in a square all the 4 sides are of same length. A square also has 4 sides and 4 points, and a rectangle also has 4 sides and 4 points. But the difference between a square and a rectangle is that in a rectangle all the 4 sides are not equal. Opposite sides are of equal length. But in a square all the 4 sides are of same length. All the 4 sides are equal. Now name an object which represents a square. You play Ludo. In Ludo there is a dice. एक dice होता है जिसको कि आप जिससे खेलते हो. So if you see one side of a dice, it is always square. One side, you take any one side of the dice, it is square. Okay. So name an object which represents a square. You can say any one side of a dice is a square. Now next basic plane shape is a triangle. Tri means 3. Like you say tricycle. In a tricycle there are 3 wheels. Tricycle. So triangle means there are 3 sides. And angle means the point where 2 lines meet. They form an angle. Okay, angle that you will study when you reach in higher classes. When you go to class 4 or 5, then in geometry you will learn about angles. So triangle, as the name says, triangle. Triangle, there are 3 lines. A triangle is obtained by joining 3 points, not in a line, by straight line. The 3 points in a triangle are not in the same line. Okay, like in a square and rectangle, 2 points are in same line. Like here you see in this square, line P and Q, points P and Q are in the same line. So we join them by a straight line. Q and point Q and R in one line. Point R and S are in one line, and point S and P are in one line. In a triangle is obtained by joining 3 points, but these 3 points are not in the same line. Okay, but when we join these points, we join them by a straight line. So in a triangle, there are 3 sides, 3 lines. You can see line AB, line BC and line CA. Line A and B, line AB and BC meet at point B. Line BC and CA meet at point C, and line CA and AB meet at point A. Okay, so this is a triangle. A triangle has got 3 sides and 3 points. Now name an object which represents a triangle. You can just try to name any object which represents a triangle. Some examples of triangle are your sandwich, If you make a sandwich, if you take a bread slice and if you cut it diagonally, each part represents a triangle, then your traffic signal, some of the traffic signs are inside a triangle. Okay, so these are some examples of triangle. Now next basic plane shape is a circle. Okay, in this the figure you see is a circle. A circle has no visible side and corner point. Okay, circle does not have any point, circle does not have any corner. It does not have any straight line. So a circle, you cannot say from where it starts and where it ends. On this circle, on this line, you can take any starting point and you can take any end point. Okay, so circle does not have any visible side and corner points. Now name an object which represents a circle. You can say if your wall clock is round, then the face of the wall clock is circular in shape. You drink water in glass, you drink milk in a cup, the base of the cup is circular. Okay, most of the cups, the base is circular. You drink water in glass, the base of the glass is circular. So these are the 4 basic two-dimensional shapes. Now apart from these shapes, there are some other two-dimensional basic shapes also. I will show you the picture of those shapes. First, I will just show you a small video telling you about the different shapes.
We are shapes. Yes, we are shapes. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. I'm a circle round and round, round and round. I'm a circle round and round, round and round, round and round. I'm a circle round and round, and round I am. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. I'm a four-sided square, shaped like a box. I'm a four-sided square, shaped like a box, shaped like a box. I'm a four-sided square, and all 4 sides are the same. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. I'm a triangle with 3 sides, 3 straight sides. I'm a triangle with 3 sides, 3 straight sides, 3 straight sides. I'm a triangle with 3 sides and a pointy head. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. I'm a star with 5 points, 5 little points. I'm a star with 5 points, 5 little points, 5 little points. I'm a star with 5 points, twinkling in the sky. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. I'm a rectangle you see like a very long square. I'm a rectangle you see like a very long square, a very long square. I'm a rectangle you see, I'm straight and I'm long like a brick. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. I'm an oval round and long, round and long. I'm an oval round and long, round and long, round and long. I'm an oval round and long, like a circle that's very long indeed. Triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square. triangle, rectangle, circle, oval, square.
So, you see that plane shapes are those that can be drawn on the flat surface, such as paper. Plane shapes are the shapes that can be drawn on any flat surface, and most common is paper only. Now, plane shapes have two measurements. They have length and they have breadth. That is why they are known as two-dimensional shapes or 2D shapes. They have only length and breadth. Like in this rectangle, you will see that it has two opposite sides equal two opposite equal sides. So you can see that it has length and breadth only. In square also, you will see that it has length and breadth. In rectangle, the difference between a rectangle and square is that in rectangle, the length and breadth are different. Two opposite sides are same. So you can take any side as length and any side as breadth. So opposite sides are equal. So the length and breadth are not same. But in a square, since all the four sides are of same length, so length and breadth all are same in a square. In triangle also, you can measure the length of these lines. In square, in rectangle, you can measure the length of the lines. But circle, it has got no point. It does not have any line. It is a circular shape. So, we cannot measure the length or breadth. So, two-dimensional shapes are known as 2D shapes because they have two dimensions, that is length and breadth. They have two measurements and they can be drawn on any flat surface such as paper. Now you can see these are some regular two-dimensional shapes, that is some regular plane shapes. First is you can see circle, then square, then triangle and rectangle. We have read about these four. Now you can see oval. Oval is, you can say it's elongated circle. If you stretch the circle from two sides, it becomes oval. Like egg. Egg is oval in shape. Then diamond. Diamond is a shape having four sides only. Okay, you can see that the parallel sides in a diamond are, the opposite sides in a diamond are parallel. It also has four lines and it also has 4 points. Now, pentagon. Penta means 5. So, pentagon is the shape with 5 sides. Pentagon is the shape having 5 sides. You can count 1, you can count the number of lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pentagon is a shape having 5 sides. Then hexagon. Hexagon is a shape having 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then octagon. Octa means 8. So octagon is a shape having 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. Then semicircle. If you cut a circle in 2 equal halves, each half is semicircle. Like in fraction, we have read 2 halves. So if you cut a circle in 2 equal halves, each side is semicircle. Then star. Okay, the star shape is also a plane shape. Any plane shape. A plane shape does not mean like here we have read about two-dimensional shapes. That means shapes having 2 sides, length and breadth. But plane shapes are the shapes that can be drawn on any plane surface. So a shape that can be drawn on any plane surface are two-dimensional shapes, plane shapes. Now star, heart. These are the shapes which can be drawn on any plane surface. Okay. Now see, triangle, it has 3 sides and 3 corners. A circle, it has one side but it does not have any corner. The side which you can see, it has got one side but it does not have any corner. A square has 4 sides and 4 corners, and a rectangle has 4 sides and 4 corners. So square and rectangle both have 4 sides and 4 corners. Okay, but the only difference is, in a square all the 4 sides are of same length. In a rectangle, opposite sides are of same length. Then apart from these shapes, there are some other plane shapes also. Triangle, circle, square, rectangle. Then as I told you, pentagon. Pentagon has 5 sides. So there are 5 points also, because 2 lines meet at one point. So since there are 5 sides, there has to be 5 points. Similarly, in a hexagon, there are 6 sides. So there are 6 points. Oval. Oval, as I told you, if you stretch the circle from 2 sides, it becomes oval. So like circle, oval also has one side and no points. A rhombus, trapezium, these are the shapes about which you will study in later classes. Okay. Then see these 4 basics. Circle is, I have one side, my side is curved and I have no corners. Then square, I have 4 sides, my sides are all the same size and I have 4 corners, as I told you. Then triangle, I have 3 sides, my sides are straight and I have 3 corners. And then rectangle, I have 4 sides, my opposite sides are equal and I have 4 corners. Now children, let us do some activity. You can put your geometry box or matchbox on a piece of paper and hold it firmly with one hand. Okay, hold it firmly so that it does not move. Then take your pencil and with another hand, that means with your right hand, hold the objects with whatever object you have taken. Hold the object tightly with your left hand and then taking pencil in another hand, move your pencil around the geometry box or matchbox, whatever you have taken. Okay, you can see in first figure, you take your geometry box, pencil box, matchbox, anything, hold it firmly and then with another hand, move your pencil all around the geometry box or matchbox. Now remove the geometry box or the matchbox and the pencil. The figure you get is a rectangle. Figure number 2. In first figure, you can see the child is holding a geometry box and moving his pencil all around it. And in second figure, the shape which you get is a rectangle. Okay. Similarly, you can make the shape of square also. Take a dice. As I told you, you play Ludo. In Ludo, we use dice. So take any side of the dice. Okay. Hold it firmly on the paper and draw lines all along the edges of a dice. And when you remove the dice and the pencil, the shape you get is a square. Since all the sides in a dice are square, so you can take any side, hold it firmly and then move your pencil all along the sides, and when you remove it, you will get the shape of square. Okay. Similarly, you can make the shape of circle. You can take a bangle, okay, put the bangle, hold it firmly and move the pencil along the inside of a bangle. Since outside may not be absolutely plain. If the bangle has some design, the outside will not be absolutely plain. It may be curved. So, but inside of the bangle is smooth and plain. So take a bangle, put it on a paper, hold it firmly and move the pencil along the inside of the bangle. And when you remove it, you will get a circle. Similarly, you can make a triangle. You can take a slice of bread, cut it diagonally from the center, you will get a triangle. Put it on a paper and move your pencil alongside the edges, and when you remove the bread slices, you will get a triangle shape. In this manner, you can make other shapes also. You can make the shape of a star also. You can cut a star on a paper, then put it, and if you move the pencil all along the edges, you remove it, you will get the shape of a star. So in this manner, you can get other shapes also. So these are all plane shapes, and plane shapes are the shapes that have two dimensions and they can be drawn on any plane surface.